Welcome to Champlain College graduation celebration and awards ceremony. At the heart of Champlain College is our beautiful and inspiring environment. So we're going to start with a land acknowledgement to show our gratitude for the land. We respectfully acknowledge that we are on the treaty and traditional territory of the Mississauga and Anishinaabe. We offer our gratitude to the First Peoples for their care for and teachings about our earth and our relations. May we honor those teachings. My name is Tina Frigin, and I'm the principal of Champlain College. I have the honor to welcome you to our annual Champlain graduation ceremony and awards evening. This is a time for graduating Champlain students to gather once again. The purpose of this annual event is to take some much needed time to acknowledge that you've all come so far towards meeting a very significant life goal. I want to take a moment to remind us all that while many of us have been lucky to complete this term, even during this global pandemic, some people have experienced great hardships and were not able to stay on their academic journey, or even worse, have lost loved ones. For those of you who are here today, who may need an extra unexpected term or two, I hope that you embrace the new adventure that you are now about to embark on and accept that each person's journey will be as unique as you are. I know myself, I wasn't able to follow the 4-year plan. And I just wanted to let you know that that was actually one of the best things that could have happened to me. So I just wanted to take a moment to acknowledge that. So I hope that even if you're graduating or not, I hope that you can still take some time to celebrate how far you've come and to let this fuel the push for the end. You've likely just completed another term, it's about 18 years, I think, if you do the math, of consecutive schooling and relentless testing that students are in university are exposed to. So congratulations, you have made it to that end. It is our purpose today to help prepare you for the future ahead of you, to remind you of the past behind you, and to encourage you to live more fully in the moment around you. I've invited some very special guests today to help us move forward through this meeting place, to offer some words of advice and hopefully to make your next steps feel a little less lonely. While COVID may have us in lockdown again, Champlain College and your community is still here for you. We're all in this journey together. So as you can see from maybe, let's see, the small text on this screen, what we are seeing is that this event today is going to be divided into 3 different parts. So we have an introductory ceremony where we will be hearing words from our Chancellor of the University, Stephen Stone, from our Cabinet President, Carter Tongs, and the response to the toast by Jenna Saunders and Caitlin Muckle. And then we're going to enter into another phase where we're going to have a little bit of interaction. I want to hear from you. This is trying to get you all together. We're hoping that many of you can help teach us a little bit about how you're feeling right now, share some words. And then we're going to go into the third part of the ceremony, which is celebrating with academic awards. Okay, so throughout the ceremony, we are going to have some opportunity for cheersing. So I hope that if you haven't already, that you go get yourself a glass and fill it up with some liquid of some sort and have it ready for some cheers. Okay, so let's get started. I'd like to kick off the event today with some words from a very inspiring Champlain alumni. Stephen Stone is Canadian-based, American-born entertainment lawyer and television producer. He's best known for being executive producer of the teen drama series Degrassi Junior High. Who does not love that series? Until 2018, he was president of Epitome Pictures, which he and his wife, Linda Schorler, founded. And ever so wonderfully, he is a Champlain alum and is now installed as Chancellor of Trent University in 2019. So Stephen, I welcome you to help us share greetings from our Champlain alumni.
Well, thank you, Tina. And if any of you have heard me speak before, you know that I think of you, of us, as being a new hope. A student asked me recently whether my thoughts had changed in any way because of what we've all been through this year. And my answer was, and is, that if anything, I believe even more that you are the new hope. And let me explain. I was a student here back in the 60s. In fact, I was in residence here at Champlain that same first year the college was opened. Trent had only recently been founded under the guiding principles set by its first president, Tom Simons. Now, Tom was a mentor of mine. He passed away just a few months ago, but his vision for Trent, his legacy, endures and has shone through each of you as you have adapted to the extraordinary challenges of this past year with the agility, the flexibility, the curiosity, the openness, and the compassion that has been fostered within you each and every day here at Trent. Now, Tom's vision was that to challenge the world requires education, but not just any education. Rather, an education which trains us to think in new and innovative ways. And the foundation of that unique education is a multidisciplinary approach to formal classes, combined with a college system of interaction and social learning. That, in very short form, is the secret sauce of Trent University. That's the Trent system. And just a couple of examples. It's that system which resulted in Trent being the very first university in Canada, and I think even North America, to have an Indigenous studies program, and the only one today to make Indigenous studies its only mandatory course. It's that system which made environmental studies a bedrock of Trent's from the very beginning. And still today, I've heard it said that the concern for the environment here means that in some ways, every department at Trent is, in its own way, an environmental studies department. Now, the pandemic is starting to recede, but even when it's gone, there will always be new challenges to face. And because the world around us is changing at such a rapidly accelerating pace, the next decades will continue to be tumultuous in one way or another. You may have heard me say before, whether we're talking about environmental change with climate at its core, or technological change with artificial intelligence at its core, or social change with isolation and divisiveness at its core, and democracy under threat, the world in the coming years is going to be almost unrecognizable. The world is going to need to be saved. And that is where you come in. The ability to respond effectively in the face of these massive changes is going to require a certain kind of mind, a certain kind of heart, a certain kind of soul. You. Whether you are a graduate today or an award winner or student or faculty or staff or alum, you are a product of the secret sauce, a product of the Trent system. So I congratulate you, each and every one of you, for your efforts and experiences here at Trent. You are forever imbued with the unique secret powers of the Trent system. But of course, with these powers comes responsibility. Your responsibility is, in every day, in ways sometimes large, but most often quite small. Your responsibility simply is to save the world. And you will do that because we are the new hope. Congratulations and well done.
Thank you so much, Stephen, for those wonderful words. Okay, I'm going to welcome Cabinet President Carter Tongs to share a toast for the college.
Awesome. Thank you, Tina. So hi, folks. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Carter Tongs, and I had the pleasure of being the president of Champlain College this past year. So when I started at Trent, I never imagined how fast 4 years would fly by. I actually remember my first day was miserable out. It was cloudy and dark and rainy and just altogether horrible. And I was moving across the country for the first time with my family. I remember being super nervous about the new adventure ahead of me, but also excited to start this next chapter of my life before I end for real. As Champlain became my first home here in Peterborough, it was also a place where I met so many of my friends. On my first day, I actually met one of my best friends that I have lived then. Champlain is a place where we could all come to feel welcome. It certainly helps that Champlain's dining hall is gorgeous and that we're the only college with direct to the river. Champlain has been a place where we were all given the opportunity to be a part of a community at Trent. Many of us started our time in the tower, our dimly lit dorms, or in the annex throwing parties for everybody else to attend. As we moved out of residence and off campus, the college office and the cabinet did their best to help us both academically and socially. I'm sure we are all going to miss walking across the bridge and seeing Champlain as the sun sets. My experience has been everything I hoped. I have grown as a student, as an academic, and as a person, and I know you all did too. We have faced many challenges in our time, walking across the bridge on a cold winter morning being one of them, but we also face challenges in our academics and in our personal lives. Our time at Trent was to experience diversity and navigate the world as we transition. The time you spent here at Trent is full of memories of spending all day and night in the library trying to get assignments completed on time. These years full of stress and pressure to complete assignments and impress your professors is over. This is the time when we get to go out into the world. Some of you are moving on to jobs, further education, or maybe you don't have it figured out. But either way, you did it. All of you here today have worked so hard, and for that you deserve congratulations. Congratulations on completing your degree. I'm sure there were times when it seemed impossible, when it seemed as though getting that piece of paper just wasn't in the cards. But you did it. Not only that, but you finished during a pandemic and all the extra challenges that come with it. All year, you have been locked attending Zoom courses and handing in assignments, and now you're finally done. So to celebrate, can I ask everyone to please raise a glass to cheers this year's Champlain College graduating class. Cheers.
Cheers. Feel free to unmute to say a cheers.
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 Yes, I love it. Yes, it is a little awkward, virtual events, and thank you, Carter, for reminding us of our beautiful great hall that we all do miss so much. If one thing I've learned from the pandemic is that colleges are not separate from the buildings that shape us, and that a lot of the activities that we do, we are a community of people, of course, but that the buildings are important. And we do miss celebrating in our halls, and I can't wait till those days can resume. Okay, so I'd like to invite Jenna Saunders and Caitlin Muckle for a response. Jenna and Kate were the orientation facilitators this past year, and as per tradition, there to give the response.
Hi, I'm Kate, and I was one of the orientation facilitators. So it is hard to write a speech that will resonate with everyone here today, as our experiences at Trent could have been vastly different. So I'm going to tell you a story, and I hope it resonates. I personally have never been able to keep a consistent journal, so if you flip through all of my old sketchbooks, you'll find random scribbles that sometimes I can't even make sense of. Christmas break of my second year, going through one such sketchbook, I found a scribble that I wrote when I was probably 10. And this scribble was a wish, one that I had yearned for endlessly at the time, but over the years I soon forgot. At the time, I wished more than anything to be more confident, more outgoing, act goofy sometimes, and to be a little reckless. After I read this scribble, I started to cry. I cried because the summer previous, I had 10 12-year-old girls in stitches laughing at 8 in the morning as I acted out the life of a hitchhiker named Joe based off of whatever idea they threw at me. This example and countless other times that summer, I put myself out there, acted a little wild, and didn't care what anyone else thought. I cried because most people sitting in this Zoom room today wouldn't recognize the absolute narp of a human I was when I moved into Champlain College. I wasn't the loud and proud Champlainer you see today, who will paint up and yell our cheers to my heart's content at a moment's notice. I wasn't the person that could walk into a room and strike up a casual conversation with a stranger. In fact, at the time, I thought that was just about the scariest thing that could happen. I was a person who was terrified to walk into a room of people who I admired and liked, who would become not only my fellow orientation leaders, but also my greatest friends, because I didn't believe in myself and I didn't feel like I belonged. I was crying at the time because I realized that without really thinking about it, I had become the person 10-year-old me only dreamed of being, and so much more. Without a doubt, this change would not have been possible without our wonderful family. The love, support, and encouragement that I received from the family is unmatched and something I am truly grateful for. There isn't a group of people who have made me feel more like I belong somewhere. I hope you are able to find your family as well as grow into a person 10-year-old you would think is a hero, and that you continue to grow into your own hero, and on your journey forward, you will be able to exceed all of your wildest expectations.
It's gonna make me cry. But yeah, just like Kate said, the college has contributed so much to our personal growth and has guided us all on our paths. For me, the Champlain has continuously pushed me outside of my comfort zone, from barely participating in orientation week in my own first year to then helping facilitate it 4 years later. The college has really built me into the confident person that I am today. And I really couldn't have done it without any of you. Everyone on this call, you're all so important, and you contributed so much to shaping not only the environment of Champlain College, but the Trent environment as well. And even with everything that's happened this past year, all of you have been so resilient and have handled everything with such consideration and grace. And although it was not this year alone, because every year that I've been here, the Champlain has created safe social and academic spaces, the college has played such a big role in our lives here at Trent. And I know I personally couldn't have asked for a better university experience that the Champlain has given me. And I know, Kate, we cannot wait to see what you have going on from here.
Thank you guys so much. You have meant so much to me and to the college. So thank you so much for everything that you've done to help us out. Now, I would like, these are all very inspiring words, and I wish that I could hear from each and every one of you who are out there right now. And unfortunately, we just aren't getting that opportunity to mingle and share stories like we might have done in the Great Hall. So instead, I've created a little bit of an interactive activity for us. And sorry, I meant to show you cheersing of your drink. So maybe let's just take one moment, sorry, to do one last big cheers before we move on to the interactive event. So cheers, thank you guys for your great speeches, and cheers to all the graduating students.
Cheers. Congratulations.
Cheers.
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 Congrats, cheers.
Okay, let's just do something that's a little interactive. So I apologize in advance. We've been having some technical difficulties on how to share screens and whatnot. So I am going to leave the presentation view once you guys get to this website. So if you can, on your phones, pull out your phones. This is the time I want you to pull out your phones in a Zoom meeting as if you don't already have them. Open, and if you go to this website, app Slido. I'm not going to bother trying to spell that. And then type in the password that I'm sharing on the screen right now. Maybe I can copy it and put it into the chat. Here we go. And chat that I haven't been seeing yet. That's wonderful. Thank you. And so what you're going to do is go to this this interactive tool, and we're going to get everyone to tell us in one word, describe your university experience. So this is a word map, and so if you've done this before, you will see that as the words are selected more and more often, they're going to grow in size on the map. So I just want to see it myself. Here we go. Oh, that's wonderful. So we have a lot of different words being chosen right now. Adventurous, proud, wholesome, amazing, growth, challenging, transformative, unforgettable, fun, difficult. I'm glad to see some of those other words out there. It's definitely difficult. but hopefully that is transformational. PACS approved, definitely a big change. Stress probably played a large part of role in this life over the last few years, but nothing that is good comes without struggle. Okay, thank you for sharing. I'm just gonna give us one more minute. Okay, great. And so if now I think I have to change, so just one moment while you continue. Okay. So now in one word, please describe how you feel about your next steps. So we have some people who are feeling a little bit nervous, a little bit scared. We have a lot of mixture of feelings here. You know, change is always difficult, a bit unnerving, but it always seems to come no matter how much we want to hold on to what our moment is. People each handle change differently. Some are anxious to move on, some truly content in the current moment, and some cannot wait for the next journey to begin. Graduation is a time of all of these feelings and emotions that are so diverse and happening all at the same time. And it's amazing to see. I want you all to see where you are on this continuum so that you yourself can understand that you're not the only one that's a little bit scared or that's a little bit nervous or optimistic and hopeful and excited to move on to the next phase. Okay, I'm just gonna wait few more seconds. Okay, and now I'm going to move on to the last activity for word cloud. Okay, so I'd like you all to use one word that you would use to describe what you learned about yourself during this COVID pandemic. Oh my goodness, one word. How did I create these? I think I chose a popular word, resilient. You know, I've been in student affairs and in academia for a long time, and I've heard a lot of people say over the years that our students need help in being more resilient, or that maybe this is something we should be focusing on training. And I can tell you that after this year, I am blown away by all of your resiliency. I have been blown away by the Trent administration and staff for pulling together in this time and supporting each other and just staying on task, just so that we can make sure that we are continue to offer the academic degree that you have all been planning for. And then to watch all the students transition to the completely different way of learning, I could never be more proud. And then I just wanted to share a bit, because some of you might not know, is that this year, the majority of students that I saw were the new resident students, the new students. I saw a lot of new students this year, and yes, it was not the year that that you all experienced, that's for sure. But it was definitely an interesting year, and in fact, I feel like it was a little bit like an old-fashioned college year, where everyone that was on campus lived on campus. I have never gotten to know more names of first-year students ever in my time, and they really pulled together and all really fought hard to be able to stay here. So I hope that we can also get some inspiration from them today. Okay, and so one last little activity that I had in store was more something that we can do throughout throughout your time today. So if you are, while you're listening to these speeches, if you want to be, sometimes people like to fiddle on their phones while you're at an event, and so I'm going to give you something purposeful to do. I'd love to hear from you and to keep track of your thoughts and your experiences so that I can help inspire new students as they come on the adventure moving forward. So in the chat, I'm going to, in the chat, I have created a little Jamboard. I'm going to give you a link to it. And I'm trying to find the chat. You can all see my screen. And here we go. So in the chat, I've given you a link to Jamboard. So this gives everyone the ability to use these sticky note features, is the ones I want you to use the most, and go through these different questions. So we have 3 questions here. One of the questions will be, what has COVID taught you this year about yourself and your priorities? The next board, we want you to share what the most significant memory you will take with you from Trent. And then the third page, I would love to you to imagine that you have a time machine and that you could go back to that first day at Trent. What advice would you give to yourself? Okay, so this is the activity you can complete on your own time. I just gave you the link in the chat. So I saw that someone said we can see your presentation. Can you see the, oh, people are editing. Can people see the page that I'm on Jamboard right now? Just no, people see the actual PowerPoint presentation. Wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to continue on with my presentation then. Funny, something that we had a hard time doing before the presentation, this meeting, now we can do quite seamlessly. Okay, so let's move on to some of the award ceremony. So our first award today is the Champlain College Master Prize. And I'm going to invite Dr. Sean Watmel, Chair of the Trent School of the Environment, to present this award. Sean, are you there?
Hi, I'm Tina. Thank you very much. So everybody, another Zoom meeting. I don't know about you, I've been on them all week and it does get a bit wearing. Just before I sort of announce Rochelle's prize, I think it's probably good for you guys to hear when I talk to other faculty, what do we miss the most right now? And it's you guys. It's actually being in the class, actually, listening to you, seeing him, getting that response, that personal response. As much as I think we try online, we've done our best, it is not the same. And, I have utmost sympathy with you. Having 5 online classes to sit through that, my heart goes out. So kudos to you all for getting through that. And hopefully by September, more classes, if not all, will be in person for those who return. And at least for those who are graduating, you have those memories of in classes. And that gets me onto Rochelle. I've had the pleasure of teaching quite a few years. I know I still look young, but I have taught a number of classes, and I've had the pleasure of teaching many, many great students. And it is really, special when these students come along over the years. And this is the first opportunity I've ever had to give an award to one of these students. So Rochelle, I've known her in various ways. She was in my second year class, and which is a typical, second year environmental science class. We go out into the woods and do lots of sampling, and she excelled, right? You definitely could see she was an excellent, capable, passionate, caring student, but still, it's in a big class of 140, so you don't really get to know Rochelle. But then The next year, I had her in a community-based course. That's where she was working with, I think, Asma, I think I've seen on here, and another student. I don't know if this is on this, but these three students worked very closely together with me with a community organization. And that's where you really got to see Rochelle and the other students work to their best. They were given that independence to apply. They weren't in a classroom anymore. They were out in the woods. They were communicating, liaising with grit. And I can honestly say the piece of work that was produced by this group with Rochelle was one of the best pieces of work I've ever seen from an undergraduate. And before I don't have a check, Rochelle. I'm sorry. I have a beer. I'm sure somebody's got the money. But I just want to say that the final thing about Rochelle is she's also, a great example for all students. She volunteers. She's got involved, and particularly over this past year where we've had to do things online, and we've been looking for students to tell, whether it's recruiting students, what the experience at Trent's like, stepped up to the plate and given an honest evaluation. So while there are many, many, many deserving students, I do think that Rochelle is a very deserving winner of this award. So hopefully you've still got your beer. I haven't drunk it. I refreshed my glass. So cheers, Rochelle. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Watmel. Am I allowed to say a few words of thanks?
Yes, just very
Okay.
Quickly. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks so much, Dr. Watmel, for your kind words. Just want to say a big thank you to my professors, the TSC faculty, and also to the Champlain family for supporting my learning. For the past 4 years, I had a really wonderful time at Trent. I'm very grateful for all the opportunities that I received here, including the community-based project that I had the privilege to work on with Dr. Watmel. And I look forward to giving back as an alumna. Thank you so much again for the award.
Thank you so much, Rochelle. Okay. I do have a little fireworks for you. Yes. Yes, that's going to wear over the day. Okay, so the next prize is the Champlain College Fellows Prize. And today we have Dr. Stephen Rafferty presenting this award.
I think my voice is going to be a bit rusty. I'm not used to actually seeing people because I took the coward's way out with my lectures. I did all my pre-recordings and didn't actually see people except during Zoom tutorials. So to actually see people here, I'm going to get a bit nervous, which I've got to get away from, because when I go back to teaching classes, I mean, like Sean said, I'm looking forward to it, but it's going to be, getting back used to that sort of thing, but it'll be worth it. Jake took probably 3 of my biochemistry courses. One of them doesn't count. That would be the second year biochem. That's a monster course. So I don't know anybody in that, right? Because there's 300 people in that class. But I got to know Jake more in the 3rd year class when the numbers were more manageable. He was always doing well. A lot of students do well. But Jake made it seem effortless. Like some students get really tense about marks and things like that. Some students get really tense in the laboratory and things like that. Jake made it look easy. So he seems to come back naturally. And I don't know if it's the water they drink at Champlain that makes him like that, but there was something, he was very, very chill. And it was actually good to see. So I think that's actually a nice thing. I don't know if Jake is here right now. But he does kind of stand out, even in like a medium-sized class. He's hard not to notice. Everything was going fantastic up until, almost exactly a year ago, and we were enjoying ourselves doing laboratory work and things like that. And then COVID came along, and suddenly we had to say goodbye to people. And it was a pity I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to the class at the time. We were kind of stunk, but there you go. But Jake, this award is actually very well deserved as well too. It's a credit to the biochemistry program, a credit to Trent, and definitely a credit to Champlain College as well too. So I would ask you to raise your glass of whatever you're drinking, and let's toast to a fine guy. Here's to Jake. Thanks.
Thanks, Stephen. Jake, are you here on the Zoom call? Okay, So we're going to guess no. Thank you so much, Stephen, for sharing those words. I just wanted to emphasize, we haven't been reading the titles of these awards and what they are. And I just wanted to share that the last two awards in particular are really special awards because they do represent the students who have earned the highest accumulative average over the time of their degree. So I just wanted to say, you know, as being a course instructor, a past academic advisor, and past student here at Trent, it is not easy to go through a university degree maintaining high averages such as these two people have achieved, as if nothing else in the world is going on. So of course, good job, Rochelle. Good job, Jake. Okay, and so here we have our awards. Yay! Okay, so the next prize is a new prize that we created last year. It's the Champlain College Principals Prize. So this is a prize that we are awarding to graduate students of Champlain College who have shown significant contribution towards enhancing student life within their academic department. So as I mentioned, there's a lot of things going on outside of your classes, but for so many students to be focusing on enhancing the Trent experience for others, whether it's in the college or in academic departments, these are the people that help make Trent feel special and unique and help, you know, get us out of that every day of just focusing on our studies to give us a little something else to do in between our co-curricular activities. It's very important to participate in your co-curricular activities throughout your time at Trent because that you're here for so much more than just a degree. So today, in order to select these awards, we reach out to the academic departments that are affiliated to Champlain College, and the departments give us back some nominees. And I have to say that this year there were many people who were nominated, and so we could only just select 3. So I just wanted to acknowledge Carla Salgado Navarrete was nominated by the IDST department, and I know her well, even though I can't pronounce her last name very well, obviously. I know her through the Trent WASC SRP program. And another recipient is Edward Mathers, who politics nominated for this award, who is a member of the Politics Society. And then Esther Wilson, who was nominated by TSC by Sean Watma. So thank you to the 3 of you. Are you here today?
I am. Yeah. Hi.
Hi, Carla. I'm so sorry for mispronouncing.
No worries at all. It's understandable.
Thank you so much for all you do, Carla. Do you have any words you want to share?
Sure. I'll just say something really quick, as I'm sure Ted and Esther want to go too. I just want to say thank you for the nomination. Thank you for this award. It's an absolute honor. It was very unexpected, but I could not be happier. It's been an absolute pleasure serving the IDS department and WASC at Trent. It's been a memorable experience, and I will cherish this all forever, and everybody that I worked with as well. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Carla. Ted, sorry, I said your name was Edward, but apparently you go by Ted. Would you like to say any words?
Oh yeah, thank you. It's a huge honor to have the award, and I just want to say that it was a group effort really with TUPS, and I think Thomas Mooney is here tonight, and he had a huge role in TUPS this year. So big shout out to everyone in the group, and it was really nice to have some form of public life for the department this year, given the circumstances. So I'm just really glad I could be a part of that. So yeah, thank you.
Thanks so much. And Esther, were you able to make it today? Okay, no. So thank you guys so much for all the effort that you've done and help making your departments that much more fun to participate in. Cheers. Okay, so we're going to move on to the John Rhimes Book Award. And today we have presenter Dr. Michael Bodkin from the Administration Business Department. So Michael.
Well, thank you very much. Great to be here and to hear everybody's kind words, and congratulations to all of you graduates. I know how much work it is, and so well done to all of you. I am very honored to present the John Rhimes Book Award. He considered life to be one big adventure. So this award is given to a graduating Champlain College student who has made the most of their education at Trent University, and it's voted for by graduating students. Joanne is an international student that has been pursuing a business degree with a specialization in marketing. I've personally had the pleasure of teaching her this term in my advertising class, which must mean she is brave if she is taking that class. On top of taking overload throughout her years, she has been an active member of the Champlain College office and Trent International Student Association. Last year, she was also a participant in the collegiate leadership competition. Her drive and determination have awarded her academic excellence, receiving a Celebration of Excellence award almost every year at Trent. She is a pleasure to work with, study with, and can brighten up any room. She's dedicated, and once she sets her mind to something, she'll be sure to achieve it. I'm honored to present the John Rhimes Book Award to Joanne Joseph.
Sorry, I get caught going through all the pictures.
Fireworks.
Yeah, so Joanne, are you here today? Oh, I thought she was going to attend. So we'll be sure to share the award with Joanne. I just wanted to take an opportunity to let everyone know that when you are receiving a certificate, we will be sending that to you in the mail. But for all the students who have participated, that you're also going to be receiving a gift from Champlain College Cabinet. Thank you to Champlain College Cabinet. We have these really nice, it's hard to see there, it's very brightly lit, but ceramic coffee mug or mug for drinking. They're actually really nice. And you're gonna also receive a graduation pin, little like the one I am wearing right now. Traditionally, these would be worn on your scarf or also on your graduation gown. So if you are going to be videotaping yourself walking a stage, then please make sure we'll try to get your pins to you in time. And then also, if you have not yet received a college scarf, please know that we will be sharing those with you as well. We have put out a survey to see if you have one or not. And if you think that you haven't participated in that survey, please let us know if you are also interested in a college scarf. The presenters automatically get college scarves, whether you're Champlain or not. We will pull you over to the Champlain side. Anyway, thank you so much, Michael, for that last presentation. So now we're going to move on to the College Life Awards. These awards are really the heart. If it wasn't for all the recipients today, the college would not be what it is. We are only, when everyone always asks me, what is a college? Tina, can you please tell me what is a college here at Trent University? And it's really hard for me to tell people what a college is because it's going to be a different thing for each individual person. Your college is what you make of it. So it is a community of like-minded people or even diverse people coming together to engage in your academic adventure. We have the students are our members. We have faculty and staff fellows, and we have alumni that come back to celebrate with our college in our traditions and our different events. So what the college is to everyone here is going to mean different things. Some of you might participate in a lot of the events during the year. Some of you have engaged in the college cabinet or being a Don. There's a lot of different things that students can do to get involved in your college. And if you have missed out on that over the years, there's still lots of time as an alumni to still continue to get involved. Maybe it's going to be in mentorship roles that you're going to take when other students are going to be reaching out and asking you, how did you get that job? Maybe you could be participating in some Life After Trent events that we're hosting in the college for years to come. So there's always a time and place to get involved with the college if you haven't yet. So today, though, we're going to be acknowledging a lot of the graduating students who have done a lot of work for our college. The first college award that we are going to be sharing with you today is the Alumni College Recognition Award. And I would like to invite Marilyn Burns to come and offer some words.
Thank you so much, Tina, and congratulations, everyone, all the graduates. I am so impressed with what I've heard so far. Today is really a celebration of all that you are and all that you represent at Trent. And I'm super excited to be here dressed up. Thank you for the excuse to dress up for a change, from the waist up at the very least, and be part of your Champlain. I am a fellow of Champlain College, and I'm also an alum of Trent twice over. I did my undergrad here and I did my graduate work here. And I'm just delighted to represent the alumni in presenting this college recognition award. Now, this award has been endowed and is actually voted on by all the graduating students. It's presented to a Champlain College graduating student who has made a significant and continuous contribution to the college. And it actually comes with a $100 award, as well as a certificate and a plaque from the Alumni Affairs Office. And the recipient has their name on a trophy. So I'd like to tell you a little bit about this year's award winner, Kelly Chrétien. Et félicitations à Kelly parce que je note le nom québécois là-bas. Et félicitations à toi. So Kaylee has been a part of the college cabinet for 4 years. She's the VP of Champlain College Cabinet, and she's a member of the orientation team for 3 years in a row. Here are some of the words that some of the other students shared about Kaylee. She has exceptional organizational skills and leads teams from a humble place. Usually she's helping in planning most of the cabinet events, attends every event, and always encourages others to participate. She understands the true value of extracurricular activities and their ability to enhance a student's experience here at Trent. And finally, she has made a large impact on students and staff around her, helping to shape the college to what it is today. It strikes me that active college students are among the best citizens of the university, and they really do exemplify what we do at Trent. And this active way of participating in community is what it's all about. So congratulations, Kaylee. And I hope you're here tonight to say a few words of your own.
Kaylee, are you?
Yay. Hi, Tia. I just want to say thank you so much and thank you for the award. This means the absolute most to me, as Champlain has really been my home for the past 4 years. And it is where I've met all of my closest friends and who I now consider family. And I'm just so grateful for this. And I'm glad that Champlain is such a welcoming and inclusive community.
Thank you so much, Kaylee. Okay, and so now we have our next award is the Truslow Award. This is an award that is dear to my heart because the tradition that goes along with this award is that the last recipient of the award must come back to present the award to the next year's winners. So I would like to invite Adriana Long to present the Truslow Award.
Hello. The Truslow Award is named after the Truslows, who were faculty dons in the EF Tower and mentors to the college. It is awarded to a graduating student who has made significant and continuous contributions to life of the college, and this award is voted on by graduating students. As Tina mentioned, as last year's recipient, I'm extremely grateful to be here to present this award to a good friend of mine, Carter Tongs. I first met Carter in his first year at Trent, where his excitement for Champlain College did not fade after orientation week. He ran for Champlain College cabinet as well as orientation week leader for the following year, and he continued both throughout his time at Trent. Carter has spent many hours in the cabinet office as well as the Great Hall connecting with his peers, spreading the love for Champlain College. While this year was inevitably challenging for all, keeping the college life thriving on virtual platforms, I'm sure, was not easy. However, I'm confident that as the president, Carter persevered and made the best of this year for the students at Champlain College. Congrats, Carter.
Hey, Carter, you were here earlier. Do you want to say a few words?
Yeah. Thank you very much for this award. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Adrian. I miss you so much, and I hope to see you soon. I'm very proud to be like where I am today, and I think a lot of that is because of Champlain, and it's helped me grow a lot and helped me find my passion and gain the confidence to go after that. So yeah, just thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Carter. Yeah, I cut it off sometimes. Okay, so we have another new award that we have started in the last few years. It's called the Peer Mentor Award. So this award honors the relationship between upper year students and incoming students and acknowledges how important that role is for modeling within our college community. It's awarded to an upper year student who has a positive impact on new students in their transition to Trent University during the past year. I have myself as the presenter for this award, but I'm not. I forgot. Actually, I have invited Amelia to come and present this award today.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
Hi,
for those of you who don't know, or I haven't had the chance to meet you yet, my name is Amelia Monday, and I am the Orientation and Transitions Coordinator at Trent University. Champlain has a very special spot in my heart because specifically in 2013, I was lucky enough to be the Residence Life Dawn in EF Tower looking over the Ferry-on Bridge. This past year, I had the honor of working with two amazing Champlain women and who worked as the orientation facilitators. This role has evolved over the years from the Champlain College co-chair position, and this change has also positively impacted the way we welcome new students to our communities. Jenna Saunders and Kate Muckle have stepped into this role in the past year, and just before they stepped into this, or just after they stepped into this role, our communities, our lives, and our learning changed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. This, of course, came with a lot of unknowns as we entered unprecedented times. Jenna and Kate didn't miss a beat. This was going to be the first opportunity to try to build community in a multi-access platform. These incredible women led a strong Champlain O-Week leader team who brought hundreds of new Champlain students into their communities, with learning outcomes to support academic transition, resource navigation, and opportunity for social interaction in a time where being social was a little bit taboo. We did it, and we did it safely. Jenna and Kate plan to help and host Trent and Champlain's first online, hybrid, and physically distanced orientation week. They brought us together and were able to keep the Champlain spirit with a contagious energy. It is for these reasons that I am proud and honored to be presenting the Champlain Peer Support Award. Congratulations, you two.
Yay, thanks so much. Kate and Jenna, do you want to say a few words?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you so much. And it definitely wouldn't be possible without amazing supervisors like Tina and Amelia and my amazing peers and the Champlain alum who've come before me like Dree and all the peers that inspired me to keep going every day. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, absolutely. This whole community is a dream to work with. And even though this past orientation week was a little bit tough, everyone like Kate, Amelia, Tina, you guys are great. All the new incoming students were fabulous. So thank you so much.
Thanks so much, guys. This was definitely a unique year. I don't think I've ever tried to come up with active events where you had to stay physically distanced. Thank you for putting up with my ridiculous ideas for how to maintain distance. Everyone put out their arms and wiggle around, or throwing rocks into cups as an event just to try to keep things COVID safe. So thank you guys for everything that you did to help our new students transition to Trent. Okay, so speaking about, Yay. So speaking about throwing rocks into cups, that was with the help of one of our college ambassadors, Janelle Samani. So I am going to, this next award is the Brian and Cheryl Davies Award, and I'm going to welcome Adam to help present this award.
Awesome, thank you. It's an incredible privilege for me to present this award. Cheryl and Brian both started at Trent in 1968 and years later became the very first alumni residents. And they were in residence right in Champlain, so have been connected in so many ways. And what stands out for me the most from my interactions with Cheryl and Brian is their energy, their kindness, and their joyful approaches to life. They were the kind of people that would make things happen and that would make any place they went brighter and more welcoming. And so this award is presented to a graduating student of Champlain College who has contributed to college life through one or more of the following qualities: compassion, generosity, enthusiasm, innovation, creativity, and enterprise. Those were qualities that were exemplified by Cheryl and Brian Davies. And this year's recipient, Janelle Somani, goes 6 for 6, absolutely lives and breathes all of those qualities. Janelle is a warm and welcoming presence who's always ready to go above and beyond to provide thoughtful support to students and has done it for years, and who brings heart, mind, energy, and adaptability to helping the Champlain community connect and thrive in various ways during so-called normal times and also more recently in more challenging times. So Janelle, congratulations on this incredibly well-earned award.
Janelle, would you like to say some words?
Yeah, of course. Thank you. This is an honor. I've worked with, I guess, the whole team for the 3 years that after my first year, I've been working at Champlain for 3 years. It's been great. And I guess you guys have all become my family. It's going to be awful to work and move ahead without you guys, but hopefully I'm able to keep in touch with you. Thanks, Adam, for those kind words. And Tina, Nicole, you guys have been fantastic. Yeah, I don't know how to continue without crying, so I'm just going to stop right here. But Champlain has been great. So thank you, everybody, and congrats to the grads.
Congratulations, Janelle. Yeah, you didn't, sorry, it didn't go off. Okay, so the next award is a very unique award that we have here in Champlain College. It is an award that actually has a vase to hold flowers in, and it's the Noran Flower Award. I'm going to invite Linda Garneau to come and help us present this award today.
Thanks, Tina. So the Noran Flower Award, for decades, Noran Flower was the administrative assistant for Champlain College. And in this time, she built strong relationships with students, faculty, staff, and community members. She consistently went the extra mile in her service of Champlain College, and there's nothing she wouldn't do for its members. Noran has a big heart, and like her, this award was created to acknowledge a graduating student who embodies the heart and soul of Champlain College. This person was selected through voting by the graduating students, and I am told that this person was voted on numerous times with fantastic, wonderful things said about him. This year, we are thrilled to present this award to Michael Zimnicki. Michael has been an Orientation Week leader who truly demonstrates what being in the Champlain means. In his time at Trent, he has fostered an inclusive and open environment for students. He inspires others with his high energy and loud voice, and his ability to balance the fun of Champlain with being a member of the Trent soccer team while also pursuing a nursing degree. He stands in his own power and isn't afraid to help others stand in theirs. He has helped countless students in their introduction to Champlain and to Trent as a whole. He embodies everything it means to be a Champlain College student. And everyone who voted for him said he is absolutely Champlain till he dies. Please join me in congratulating Michael.
Thank you so much, Michael.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Lindy. That was so nice of everyone to say that about me, but I'm just happy to be a part of this community. And I'm excited that even today we can all gather and even celebrate these little victories over Zoom. So hopefully it'll change in the future and we'll do it in person. But for now, just like all Champlainers, we make the most of what we can at the moment. And thank you, everyone.
Thanks so much, Michael. Okay. So the next award that we are going to be offering today is the Marion O'Brien Award. And Susan Thompson, our academic skills instructor, is here to present that award.
Yeah, thanks, Tina. So hi, everyone. I'm really happy to be here tonight. And I'm Susan. I am the academic skills instructor at Champlain College. Fairly recently joined the college staff. And so the two recipients tonight of the Marion O'Brien Award were people that I really modeled for me, the kind of values and behavior, that I came to understand was that, the sort of expected or the standard at Champlain. So I've learned a lot from Skylar and Janelle, for sure. So this award is presented to a graduating student or students who best emulate the dedication that Marion showed to the college during her time as assistant to the master, and that was between 1992 and 94, and college administrator between 1995 and 99. So the award is aimed towards a student who has worked at Trent in the college office or other support services around campus and significantly enhanced student life on campus. So this year, again, as I said, we have two recipients of the award, and I have been so lucky to have been supported by them in my role. So just a few words about Janelle and Skylar. And these are kind of a mashup of things that my colleagues in the college and students have noticed about these two. So Janelle, you are such an enthusiastic, professional ambassador in the college. Your commitment to the smooth running of the college office is so appreciated, not just by students, but by your college colleagues. Some things that students have said about you is that they really admire your dedication to helping students navigate their university lives. And by that, they mean that you go out of your way to find students answers and resources that help alleviate so much of their stress and anxieties. And I've witnessed that firsthand. So it's unanimous, Janelle. You're a genuine pleasure to work with. Skylar, you have been a dedicated Champlain College employee and member of our family, and again, someone that I have relied on, as well as everyone that comes through that door and that you greet knows that they're going to get professional and excellent advice. Some of the things your students and colleagues have said about you, Skylar, is that you have such a professional manner, you're friendly, so helpful, and that everyone really appreciates that about you. We know that if we need something done, Skylar, we can put that task in your capable hands. And I can attest to this, you'll exceed any of our expectations in how you complete that task. So your creative talent also is going to be sorely missed in the college's communication projects, particularly in our social media and our newsletter communications. Anyway, it's my pleasure. I'm almost crying now because I am going to miss you too. But it is my pleasure to present the Marion O'Brien Award to both Janelle Simani and Skylar Cropper.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much, Susan. Skylar, Janelle, do you want to say any words? Oh, was Skylar able to make it in the end? I know she was moving to Newfoundland just the last 2 days, so she's probably en route and wasn't able to join us in the end. Janelle, did you have any more words to share?
I guess thanks again for those kind words, Susan. And I guess for everybody who wrote those. I've worked with Skylar, and Skylar is fantastic. She's a pleasure to work with, and she'll definitely be missed at Champlain. And I am, again, definitely going to miss working with everybody at Champlain. I've been able to gain a lot of confidence in terms of just being able to speak to people. And nobody has ever said no. I've asked Lindy, Susan, Adam, Nicole, and Tina so many questions, and I'm surprised they've never ever told me to either shut up or walk out of their offices. So thank you for not ever telling me to just go away. But yeah, you guys have been great, and I will definitely miss everybody.
Thanks, Janelle. We will never tell you to go away. And Susan, yes, it is hard. These ceremonies are very hard for us all because, of course, every single student here, it is always hard to say, to see them leave. But the only way I survive it is by never saying goodbye, because you're Champlain till you die, all of you. So I keep that in my heart and soul, and it's the only way I make it through these ceremonies. Okay, so thank you, Janelle and Skylar. Okay, so the next award is called the Champlain College Coffee Cup Award. And I'm unfortunately have the wrong presenter listed here again, so I apologize for that. Emerson, are you around? Emerson from Champlain College Cabinet is here to present this award.
All right, thank you, Tina. I want to say it's a pleasure to present the Champlain Coffee Cup Award, which is given to a Champlain College graduating student who has made a significant and continuous contribution to Champlain College. There are two individuals selected for the Coffee Cup Award this year. They are Kaylee and Bobby. Kaylee has continuously contributed to Champlain College by volunteering in Orientation Week, where she worked diligently to bring out Champlain spirit to new students. Kaylee was also the Vice President of Champlain College Cabinet, where she helped to plan Zoom events such as the online scavenger hunt, where students were able to enjoy themselves online and stay connected even from a distance. Bobby has also contributed tremendously for Champlain students as a senior senator for Champlain College Cabinet. In this position, Bobby has worked as an advocate and voice when it comes to any changes in Trent's policies. Bobby has also ensured students' needs are being met. Finally, Kaylee and Bobby have exceeded expectations and taken roles to continuously contribute to the Champlain College in a very different and unexpected year for us all. Once again, congratulations to Bobby and Kaylee. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Emerson. Bobby, Kaylee, would you like to say something?
Thanks for the award, everybody. It's been a fun 4 years working with all of you. I wish everyone the best in the future. I don't know if Kaylee wants to say something now.
Just want to say thank you. And I also am so happy that Bobby got this award, because Bobby has been the heart and soul of Cabinet for the past few years. Whenever we needed him, he was there. If we needed to put posts in for the for the broomball rinks in really cold weather and had to shovel off those rinks as well, like Bobby was always the first one to come up. So I'm really happy that you got this award.
Don't go far, Bobby. You're actually been nominated for another award. So it moves us on. Here's a little applause. Moving on to the University Contribution Awards. And the first award that we are going to be presenting today is the David Glasgow Award. And so David Glasgow was a much loved former college master from 1982 to 87 and again in 2004. He was well known for his contributions to the Trent community in the areas of music, theater, and sport. The David Glasgow Award is awarded to a graduating student who has shown great sportsmanship. Like Kaylee said, Bobby, I'm very aware that you are a part of the heart and soul of the college cabinet. You know, if I think back at the time that we've had you here in Champlain, not only have you been a huge member of our rec teams, or you're always there to help us coordinate anything that was needed. I'm pretty sure you even designed one of the best PAX crowns that I've ever seen before it was ruthlessly stolen. But Bobby, we have pictures and it will not be forgotten. Your dedication to the college will also not be forgotten. So thank you so much for everything that you do, Bobby. And congratulations on winning the Glasgow Award. Do you have other words?
Thank you again. I didn't expect to be awarded too, but thank you. It's been fun working with you all. I'll miss everyone. I hope we can get together soon when things get better. Best luck with that to the future with everyone.
Yeah, I definitely hear you there. I really hope that we can all get together another time. Of course, especially for alumni, we have Heather Trent opportunities coming up, and I hope to see you all there. It's been really hard this year working out of the college office without all of the activity that has usually bursting out of the cabinet office next door. And I love seeing all your faces today. And as other people have mentioned, it just reminds me how much I miss you all. I'm going to start getting emotional. So let's move on to our next award, the Dr. Mike Alcott Award. And our presenter today is Jess Evans from Trent International.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. It's so wonderful to see all of you. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jessica Evans, and I'm the International Student Programs Assistant at Trent International. I'm really honored to present the Dr. Michael Alcott Award to two incredibly strong leaders in our Trent and Champlain College communities. So a little bit about the award. It was named after our college head, Dr. Mike, and director of Trent International, who was at Trent from 2010 to 2014. And this award has been created to acknowledge a graduating student, or in this case, two graduating students who have made significant contributions to celebrating diversity and promoting inclusivity at Trent. So let me tell you a little bit about the first award winner. So the first award winner is Aisha Balagun. And I've personally got to know Aisha through their various different volunteer roles within Trent International, and I can say that they truly are an exceptional advocate for inclusivity of the international students within our wider Trent community. Aisha has been foundational to ensuring new international students at Trent feel at home, feel welcome, heard, and cared for. Aisha truly embodies the heart of Champlain College, and they will truly be missed in our Champlain and TI families. It's always really bittersweet to see such strong student leaders leave our communities, but I know that Aisha has an incredibly bright future ahead of them, and I'm super proud of you. So congratulations, Aisha. Woo! I'll do the woohooing. Woo-hoo!
Okay, do you want me to separate them up? And Aisha, would you like to say something?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for the kind words, Jessica. I've loved working with you with Trent International for the past 3 years. It's been the most amazing experience ever at Trent. I also want to thank Champlain for the love and support they've shown me throughout my 4 years at Trent. And I want to congratulate the graduating class and wish everyone good luck ahead.
Thank you so much, Aisha. Okay, and so Jessica, you have a second person.
I do. So I will preface the next award winner acknowledgement by talking a little bit about the community at Champlain. So as all of you know personally, because you're all part of the Champlain, inclusivity is important to the Champlain College community. And there's always been a really close relationship between Trent International and Champlain, because Trent International is located within Champlain College. And of course, Champlain has always made a safe space and a home for international students. So the next award winner has also helped to remind us that the same spaces need to be created for Indigenous students in Champlain as well. So this award, I'd like to present the Dr. Mike Alcott Award to Miranda Zara, and just a little bit about them. Miranda is an incredible leader in the Trent community. They've played a pivotal role in working to inspire a welcoming culture in Champlain College and drive progress towards inclusivity and accountability. Miranda has been integral to advocacy for Indigenous students on campus, and specifically calling for dialogue around and recognition of Champlain's colonial history. It's with great pleasure that I present the Dr. Mike Alcott Award to Miranda. So congratulations.
Miranda, are you here today?
I am, yes. Thank you so much. This means a lot to me. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's really important to keep space open for international students, but also for Indigenous students, especially Trent being the university that they are. And yeah, thank you. I'm a little flustered right now, but thank you so much. This has been great. Champlain's awesome. I'm very happy and proud to be a part of this community.
We're grateful to have you, Miranda. And actually that I just want to thank some other people here today as well for helping to, kind of raise awareness that we need to do more as a college towards Indigenous recognition and celebration. So Caitlin, Muckle, and Jenna also as orientation week facilitators. The whole orientation team in general was in strong support of us trying to include some more new traditions. So I know that this has been an awkward year with COVID, and I just wanted you to rest assured that we have some great things in the works. So thank you so much for all you've done. Okay, so Okay, so our next award is the Graham Sheldon Award, and it is along of the same lines of accessibility and inclusivity. So the Graham Sheldon Award is awarded to the graduating student who has spent time volunteering to help others in the community, specifically with a focus on helping those with accessibility issues. If there's one thing that I have learned as in my role as principal is that the word accessibility is broad. And in fact, in this case, it was targeted towards our recycling team. One of our recycling team members, Graham Sheldon, had passed away, and we just wanted to acknowledge the important role all members of our community make. But this idea of accessibility and inclusivity is very important in Champlain College. If you ask all Champlainers what is the one thing that you love about being Champlain, everyone almost entirely says the inclusivity and the Chamly that we offer. I'm presenting this award today to Ahmed, who is the co-chair of our Trent WUSC Student Refugee Program. In this regard, I'm looking at Ahmed's tireless work and helping, along with his other co-chair, Kimberly, to help our newcomers to Canada all feel very involved and included, not just within the WUSC community, but within the greater Trent community. One of the best parts about the WUSC program is that of course, it is great to try to offer support to students who come to Canada from a refugee camp. But more importantly, it's the education and the learning that we receive from learning from you, Ahmed. So I'm really grateful to you and all your efforts for what you've done this year with WUSC. And thank you so much for helping keep this program strong in our community. Ahmed, are you here today? Okay, thank you. That we are offering this year, and it was an award that was tucked away on our shelves, and we have decided that it's time to revive it. It's called the Trent University Community Challenge Award, but we are changing it to the Champlain College Community Challenge Award. Quoted on this award is, "Volunteerism is the voice of the people put into action. These actions shaped and mold the present into a future of which we can all be proud," by Helen Dyer. Volunteerism is an extremely important part about being a member of a community. And the reason why it was revived is because I have been able to get to know Kennedy close over this past year. Kennedy was a social work student working in Champlain College, helping me and the WUSC local committee, and with the resettlement program for next year. We unfortunately weren't able to bring in new WUSC students, SRP students this year, but we did a lot of work preparing for next year. Kennedy helped us to create a family connections program which will give us an opportunity to connect alumni with newcomers in hopes to, again, share this knowledge between our community members. So Kennedy was able to create a family connections program because she is an active volunteer and has a lot of experience helping in many different ways throughout Peterborough. So one of the biggest volunteer experiences that she had that helped us this year was she's a youth mentor for Big Brothers and Big Sisters. She is the chair for Christians for Trent. She was kitchen help for the Way We Walk Together, the Indigenous conference. And then she was also, for 5 years, peer mentor for Challenges, Beliefs, and Changes youth mentoring program. So not surprising, Kennedy also takes part in any type of certification or activity that we offer here at Trent to help us grow as individuals, part of the Impact Leadership Program and the Assist Program and everything else that we have to offer in certification at Trent, Kennedy has taken part in. So it is an honor to revive this award in honor of Kennedy Close as being our first recipient.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to receive this award, and it was really such a great opportunity to be able to do meaningful work. And I'm really excited to see what happens with the Family Connections program from here forward. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Kennedy. Okay, and so this last award is called the Spectrum Awards. And these are, you know, when we go through the nomination process for Champlain College Awards, you need to understand that we open this up to all of the students in the college, and then we get a lot of different nominations for people and for doing amazing things around the college. I cannot believe just how active all of our students are from within the Trent community, within the wider Trent, from within the Champlain community, wider Trent community, and then the greater Peterborough region. And of course, this year with so many students studying from home, I'm sure that you've had some impact on wherever you are. So we have another award called the Spectrum Award, and today it says that I'm presenting it, but I'm going to ask Nicole Sullivan, our college assistant, to present this award today.
Thanks, Tina. So the Spectrum Award is given to students who are involved not only in their studies, but also participate in co-curricular events during their time at Trent. With the Spectrum Award, we want to acknowledge your efforts. So I would like to congratulate, and there's a few of you, Aish Balloon, Brian Hughes, Bebe Lou, Janal Samani, Julia Mason, Caitlin Muckle, Kennedy Close, Chanel Boyce, Salim Gore, and Thomas Mooney.
Thank you so much, Nicole. Yay. So congratulations, everyone. If anyone would like to say some words, feel free to unmute yourself. We'll take turns. Okay, so let's just let that go. Well, maybe I'll ask one person at a time. So Ishat, are you here right now? Would you like to say some words? Brian? Baby? Okay, Janelle? You know what? Caitlin, I think everyone sees the trend that I'm going to do here. Kennedy, Chanel, Salima, and Thomas. If any of you would like to speak, you can do that now. Otherwise, we're so proud of you all. And thank you so much for everything that you do for our community. Yay.
Again.
So I have no idea how we actually did it, but somehow we actually stayed on track for the first time for a Zoom event for me, that's for sure. I just wanted to thank everyone who have presented awards today. I wanted to thank the college office for all your support organizing these awards, and to our college cabinet for all the support that you've offered all year, but also for the beautiful gifts that we will find a way to mail out to everyone. And I want to thank you all for joining and making this event so special. I know that this, because it's on Zoom, it's really hard because we can't really just communicate, and there's a lot of you that came to the event today that we didn't get to hear from. So if any of you who are here and have not had a chance to say some words would like to stick around and share some stories, we are super happy to hear it. I'm going to leave that floor open. And so if the way that we could do this is if you want to put in the chat that you're interested in sharing some words, I will go through the chat and we'll give you that space to do that. Otherwise, for those of you that have joined and have other things that you need to get to, thank you so much for attending. It's been, I know it's virtual, but it's still so very important to get us all together and take this moment to reflect. So thank you so much. Take care. Okay, so I'm going to go to the chat and see if anyone, oh, it's going to be hard because everyone's saying goodbye. Anyway, if anyone would like to chat, maybe you could just unmute yourself and just say some words.
I'd like to say congratulations to all the graduates and best of luck in your future adventures.
I just want to say nice to see you, Tina, and everyone else. Have a good night.